Hi, and welcome to Math 1350 for summer 2023, summer one session. My name is Mrs. Bean, and I'll be your instructor for this course. This course is completely online with the exception of taking tests at a face-to-face location, and we'll talk about that in just a second. I wanted to share with you just in a quick little welcome video, all like the outline of the course and like all the things that you need to know. Like this would be like your first day of class, like syllabus type lecture. So let me share my screen and I can show you the course. So this is what the course looks like when you open it. And here's a little welcome announcement telling you everything. So everything is located in the content section under the course. So if you click on the content section, it's broken down by weeks and days. And so I've done it like this so that you can do it however you want to. But the idea is there's like 4 days per week of the course that you need to put in. So this is like the beginning of day one or the beginning of week one. So it'd be like week one, day one. So let's start off with the syllabus. Let's kind of look through the syllabus and then I'll kind of go through some of the other stuff. So if you click on the syllabus, it should pull up here. So here is a few of the things. Here's my office location. Since it's summer, I'm kind of in and out of the office. So if you want to meet face-to-face, we can do that in my office. But make sure you contact me before you just show up because I'm kind of in and out of the office for the summer. I am available online or I can meet you in the office on Mondays and Wednesdays from 1 to 3:30. I'm available most of the time. So I can schedule a meeting pretty much at any point with you. Here's my university email address and it's linked through D2L, so you can contact me through that. And I try to respond within 24 hours on a weekday and then 48 hours on the weekend. The best way to contact me is through email, or actually really the best way to contact me if you need something like a quick answer is through the Remind app. So I'm home with my 4 children all this summer. So I'm checking my email multiple times a day, but if you email me right after I check my email, it may be a couple hours before I can respond. So if you need to get some information from me, we can do that through the Remind app. And the way that, let me go ahead and show you how you can log into the class through the Remind app. It is under, if you go to week 1, day 1 and look at the notes, here's like the instructions to join it. So if you click on that, it will pull up this document and you can join the Remind app. So you send a text to this phone number 81010, and this is the text message you send and it automatically signs you up. And so you can basically it gives you like a random phone number that you can text me through and I can text you back. And since it comes to my phone, I'll be able to read it and respond quickly or tell you like, give me 5 minutes and I'll log on and take care of whatever issues you have. So this is really the best way to contact me and get a quick response. If it's like a longer thing, like I need help on this, I might have to we might need to schedule a meeting or something like that. You can also use this link and click on this link if you want to join that way. So again, this is under week 1, day 1 under the note sheet, or you could pause the video and use that information right there to sign up for it. Okay, so back to the syllabus. Again, that's the best way to contact me or through email. You do need the textbook for the course. So the textbook here is the information for the textbook. It looks like this. It has an apple on it. And we will be doing readings through the textbook and also some homework assignments through the textbook. This other stuff is just to kind of keep you organized. You don't need a calculator, but it would be helpful to have a calculator for the class. And it's just a basic calculator. You can use a graphic calculator if you want to. That's fine. It's more just kind of like we'll be covering, that's what's down here. What we're covering in the class is basically like kindergarten through 3rd, 4th-ish grade math. So a lot of that mathematics you can do by hand, but if you want to have a calculator to check things and those sorts of things, that's what the calculator is for. So you need to have a C or better in this class. If you watch all the videos, do all the homework, you should do fine. Most students do well in the class if they put in all the time and effort. If you don't watch the videos and don't do or if you don't watch the videos, you don't know how to do the homework correctly. And so then usually students struggle in that aspect. So just make sure you're watching all the videos all the way through so that you know how to do everything. So what you need for this class, obviously internet access, since it is all on D2L, and you need to be able to upload your homework onto D2L as a PDF document, and there's multiple ways to do that, and I have a video that I can upload for that also. The tips for the course, just a heads up, like this is a quick course through the summer. I've taken out all the extra like reflections and activities and all sorts of those things for the course. So this is like bare bones at this point, but it still does take a decent amount of time. Like each video is, each day's videos is like about 45 minutes to an hour of videos to watch. And then you have to do the homework on top of that. So plan on spending, up to minimum of 5 hours a week in the course, if not more than that. The grading is pretty straightforward. The homework assignments are 15% of your grade, exams are 55% of your grade. Like participation, projects, quizzes, we have one project and like participation grade for 5%, and then your final exam is 25%. This is all the information like you have to include on the syllabus. So if you have technical issues, all that information is there. So attendance is just making sure you're doing each part of the course and watching all the videos. There's a homework assignment assigned each day, and there's a due date on it. So for week 1, I've made all the homework assignments, the introduction assignments due on Wednesday night at midnight, and then I've made everything due on Sunday night at midnight. And the other weeks, there might be like a midweek deadline and then a end of the week deadline, just so that it's especially right before your test. Like I want to make sure you turn in all your homework before you take the test, so there's like going to be an earlier deadline. But I try to make this flexible enough that if you need to take one day and do all of the week's assignments and all the week stuff, you can do that. Or if you want to split it up into 4 days, or if you need to do it on the weekend, I try to make it flexible enough so that you can do it at your own pace. Quizzes, it says they'll be given periodically. The quizzes mainly are to tell me like when you're taking your test, where you're taking it, to like give me information, because that's the easiest way for me to get information from you. So the exams, let's take a minute and talk about that. You will have 2 exams in this course, and then you will have a final exam in the course. And these are taken face-to-face. So you have to take them at a proctored testing center. So there are a few options here. A&M Commerce offers a free testing center that you can take your exams at. It is on campus, and I will have all the information. It's in the journalism building, room 113. They're open on Mondays through Thursdays from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., Fridays from 10 to 3. And so that is a free way to take your tests face-to-face, and I can send your exams over there for you to take it. If you do not live within a drivable distance to A&M Commerce, you can find a testing center, like an alternate testing center, and I can get the information to send your test over there for you to take them over there, but it has to be a face-to-face proctored testing center. Sometimes, depending on the testing center, you might have to pay a fee to take it. So if you live in Dallas, we have a Dallas campus now, and we might be able to work something out with a testing center over there. But you have to find a proctored testing center to take your test at. Okay. So the times, so the test will be, there'll be some multiple choice questions. There'll be some short answer questions. There will be, I say like short answer and like long, not essay questions, but like work out the math, show me these types of things, types of questions. And you have to, we'll get to that later, but show all your work, so on and so forth. So here is the testing information. Test number 1 is going to be available for 3 days, June 14th, June 15th, June 16th. So from my experience, there are not any testing centers that are open on the weekend. Usually they're usually open Monday through Friday. So this is on a Wednesday, a Thursday, Friday for you to take your test. So that's for exam number 1. For exam number 2, it's on June 28th, June 29th, June 30th, again, Wednesday through Friday. And then your final exam, it has to be done by July 5th. So July 5th is a Wednesday. July 4th is a holiday, so nothing's going to be open for you to take your test. You can take it on July 3rd, the Monday, and then if we need to figure out something, like if those times aren't working for your schedule, we can't take it after the 5th, so we'd have to take it before, so that'll kind of run into exam number 2, but we can make it work if that's what you need to do. Okay, so this is kind of a logistical nightmare to schedule all of your exams and get all the exams where they need to be at the time they need to be there, so on and so forth. So first of all, that's the reason why I have the app on my phone for you to contact me immediately. So if you are at the testing center and you are there ready to take your test and they're saying they don't have your test, like that's the time you text me and I read it and I say, let me log on right now and let me figure out what's going on with that. Okay. Also, so you got to give me a little bit of grace on that, but also I have to, like, this is like a logistical nightmare for me because I have, 25, 30 of you in this class that may be taking tests at all different locations. And so I have to contact those locations and set everything up and figure out who to send the test to and so on and so forth. So because of all that, we have to start scheduling early. Like your first test is on June 14th. You may be watching this on June 5th. That's 9 days out, but like it's going to take me days and days and days to get that set up. So at the end of this week, on day 4, you have this thing called exam number 1 information quiz. And it's where you tell me all the things I need to know so I can start setting that up. I'm taking my test. It'll be like a multiple choice quiz. Like you don't need to study for it or anything. And it's not even a grade, like a participation grade basically. But you're going to tell me I'm planning on taking my test on Wednesday, June 14th at A&M Commerce, so that I can make sure your test is at A&M Commerce on June 14th, or it's at this Dallas testing center. Here's the name of it. Here's the contact information for it. So I can make sure like I contact the right person and we have it all set up. So that's the worst part of this class is setting up that first test. But after you've set up the first one, it's pretty smooth after that because usually you take the second test and the third test after that. So just a heads up, it's kind of a lot at the beginning, getting that all set up. So you got to give me a little bit of grace. I'm going to give you a little bit of grace, but we got to work together to figure all that out so that we can set those things up. So if you have more questions about the testing, please send me an email or send me a text on the Remind app and we'll get that all figured out. I think that's pretty much it on the syllabus. If you want to know the exact things we're covering each week, it's all here. So let me kind of like walk you through what D2L looks like. So again, if you go to the content section, it looks like this. And so that was the syllabus we were at. If we go to week 1, it's separated into day 1, 2, 3, 4. This week 1 checklist looks like this. Let me drag it over. So this is the checklist for week 1, and it has every single thing you need to do for the whole entire week. So there are videos you watch every day of the lecture. And just a heads up, those videos were made in a spring semester where we did we had lots more time. We had 16 weeks instead of 5 weeks. So those videos, they might be referring to remember your test is on Monday, or make sure you do your reflection thing. Just ignore all that stuff. Like just stay there for the content stuff. Anything you need to do or turn in is all on this checklist right here. So on day 1, watch welcome video. You're here doing that now. Finish this video, check that off. Okay, sign up for Mind 101. The instructions are in the note sheet section. Submit your introduction by June 7th, which is Wednesday by midnight. Print out your note sheets. You don't have to print the note sheets. You may, if you don't have access to a printer or don't have ink, we never have ink in our printer at home. You may want to just like copy it down, but that document that I'm using in the video is under the notes sheet section. Okay, so you're going to read these pages in the textbook. You're going to watch these 2 videos. You're going to complete this homework assignment. Okay, day 2, print the note sheet. Read the following pages in the textbook, page 22 through 31. Watch these 4 videos. The 4th one is instructions for a project, and then complete day 1, week 1, day 2 homework assignment that's due on Sunday night at midnight, and then start working on the manipulatives project. This manipulatives project, starting in week 3, we use manipulatives, and so we have to have the project so that to create your manipulatives so that you can use them in week 3. So that's why we're starting on that now. Day 3, here's the information. And then day 4, here's the information. Notice at the very end, it says complete exam number 1 information quiz. So this is all the things that you have to have done week 1. So notice every due date except for the first introduction assignment that's due on Wednesday, but every other due date is due on Sunday night at midnight. So if you work Monday through Friday, you could do almost all of this on Saturday and Sunday. If you work Wednesday through Sunday, you could do all this on Monday and Tuesday. I've tried to really set it up so that it's flexible enough that you can work around whatever your situation is. If you have kids and you're with the kids all day long, you can spend 2 hours a night and get like day 1 done on that one, so on and so forth. Okay, so that is the checklist. And then under day 1, we have all these things. So here's your note sheet. You can click on it. This is the course calendar. If you want to see the overview of the whole entire semester, I'm going to click on it, but just heads up, when I made this video, I don't have it updated yet. So this isn't perfectly correct, but on your D2, it will be correct. But this is like week 1, day 1. Here's the date for it. Here's all the things you have to do. So if you need like an overview for it, there's that. So also in the note sheets section, I put the checklist again. I put the checklist like everywhere so you can make sure you know where it's at. Here's the instructions for the Remind 101. And then this is the only notes sheet for this week is problem solving method notes. It's just some word problems. Okay. So that is the note in the note sheet section on day 1. Oh, I said for the week, I meant for the day. And then the videos. Here's the welcome video. We could have got to it from here or I sent it out also, but here's the 2 lecture videos you're watching. You click on that and it takes you to the YouTube video and you can watch the YouTube video. Okay. So there is where the videos are. And then the last thing is, here's the introduction assignment. When you click on it, the date's wrong. I'm about to change that after this video. But when you click on it, it will pull up your introduction assignment, which is this assignment. Just a second, let me pull it over. So here's your assignment. Introduce yourself to me, tell me your name, city, major, plans for teaching, so on and so forth. And then this is not the right attachment. I'll update that also. This is the right attachment. And then schedule your exams for this class. So again, face-to-face, tell me where you're going to take them at. Here's the dates for them, so on and so forth. Okay. So I hope that you kind of see how the course is laid out. I've tried to be very organized and made it very clear so that you're not missing out on anything. So that's all the stuff for day 1. Day 2, oh, here's homework for day 1. Click on it, open it up. That's where you submit it also. And then same thing for day 2. We have note sheets, we have videos, we have homework assignments, so on and so forth. So I hope this is helpful. I hope that this explains the whole course so that you hopefully answered all your questions. If I have skipped over anything, if you have any other questions about anything, please let me know and I would be happy to respond to those things or meet with you or figure things out. So hopefully you will learn a lot about this in this course. Kind of the purpose of this course is all of us can do kindergarten through 3rd grade math, but the goal is to learn it in new ways so that we understand it better and so that we can teach it better, but also learn it in the ways that students are learning it today. Because I mean, I'm old and I learned things a lot differently than they're learning it today. So it's basically trying to build a toolbox for you to use. Like when a student doesn't understand addition, you tried this way, you tried the line method, you tried the set model, you tried all these different things and you have this toolbox so that you can pull out something different to try and so that you can help those students. So I hope you're excited about the course. It is fast and it is a lot, but I hope that you learn a lot. And as always, feel free to email me any questions that you have.